Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you from the library. I hope all of you are having a good day, deciding to focus on something positive today. That's what I'm doing, or trying to do. I don't know, just woke up a little growly today, and I'm not really exactly sure why, so I'm trying not to just fall into old thought patterns, and out here at the library trying to seek some sort of peace and doing my sacred path cards because I just feel emotional and want to cry today, and my heart hurts and I don't like how it feels. Unfortunately, excuse me, it's just part of life. Sorry. I know it'll go away eventually. So I'm going to do my Sacred Path cards again today and try to focus on, my spiritual sacred path. That's what keeps me going every day. I start my day out like this nearly every day, so that way I don't forget to stay on the sacred path. So I hope all of you are focusing on something positive and getting out in nature and not letting this craziness in society make you come unraveled. So I think we all just try to do our best, and that's all we can do, and try to be a little easier on ourselves and remind ourselves that we are only human. And not be so hard on ourselves. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Tipi spread today. It's a little bit longer of a spread, but I haven't done it in a while. This is what it looks like. It's an 8-card spread. Excuse me, my allergies are bothering me and I smoked too many cigarettes, so I'm hacking. The TP spread gives you an overall view of the life lessons that you have created and reveals the future impact of how you are handling those lessons. In the TP, we find the home that lodges us and the familiar things that nurture our sense of self. The conical shape of the TP allows the wheel of life's energy to spiral to and from Great Star Nation. The teepee is a movable lodge demonstrating the flexibility of our people and reflecting the continued need for such flexibility in the changing world. Teepee spread clarifies one's position in an often confusing world. Yeah, thank God. I need all the help I can get. The external world is very confusing, and most people are highly complex, but we're all similar in very, very many ways. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards, and these cards are so big I can't really go like that and let them pop out, so I just usually end up selecting them. I'm not an experienced tarot card reader, which is weird because I knew which cards I was going to draw before I drew them the first time I ever drew tarot cards, which was kind of creepy weird to me, but interesting enough to keep me, curious about, does this really work? Is this for real? And it helped me explore my gifts. So I didn't really realize how many gifts I was given. I didn't really trust in them, so I had to explore those things that I wasn't really sure of and learn to trust in my abilities. And not listen to how other people, think that I'm nuts or don't believe in my intuition or, psychic abilities and all that fun jazz. Because not everybody believes in that. And that's fine. To each their own, that's what I always say. I'm not trying to prove myself or what gifts I have to anybody anymore. Not even myself. About the time I try to figure them out, the harder it is, and then they're just, then I'm just trying to force something magical and it's just not working, Oops, excuse me. So the first card is going to represent the past or the lesson I just completed. Alrighty, it's a little breezy today, so hopefully my cards don't blow away. I'm just gonna draw out 8 cards and see what Great Mystery and Great Spirit have for a message for us today, and what I can focus on and teach in order to stay on a positive sacred path focus today, so that I can continue, being flexible and reflecting the changes within myself that I want to see in my external world, that will it'll impact my future, and how I handle those lessons impacts my future. So I'm trying to handle things the best of my ability, but sometimes I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. But who doesn't? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me. So, the first card represents the past lesson or lesson just completed. So, seeking and finding, vision quest, number 3. What's weird is that face in that card. I don't know if you can see it. I feel like it kind of looks like me, sort of, which is kind of weird. I don't know. You think it looks like me? Kind of does. So, vision quest, seeking and finding. So, my past lesson I just completed, I think I was seeking and finding, what I really want in my life, what I really don't want in my life, seeking what brings me joy, what brings me unhappiness, and that was part of my vision quest, and seeking the abilities and a knowing within myself of the abilities that Great Mystery and Great Spirit gave me, because I didn't really believe in myself. I wanted to, but I had so many non-believers that didn't believe in me. I started to believe them, and then I didn't believe in myself, which just made it even harder. I think that's why my relationship with Great Mystery and Great Spirit grew. So I'm so trusting in Great Mystery and Great Spirit. Sometimes I forget and, want to get caught up in the negative bullshit, but for the most part, I have a lot of faith, more than most people, I think. High upon sacred mountain with unrestricted view, the clarity of vision comes to us anew. Direction with purpose, Great Mystery will bring strong medicine allies to grace our medicine dreams. So that was the lesson I just completed. So the vision quest is one of the oldest tools used by tribal people to seek direction for life. Under the guidance of a medicine person, the seeker is sent to a remote location to fast and pray for 3 to 4 days. The result of this activity, which is called going on the hill by the Sioux, is a fuller understanding of our place or pathway in the world. The Vision Quest card speaks of a time of new directions or strengthening of the present path based on personal truth. Sometimes, to find this truth, it is necessary to enter the silence and remove personal confusion. It's hard to do that when you have lots of people that are conflicted around you, invading on your brain space. I always say I'm going to run my own brain train. In other instances, it is necessary to actually go on a vision quest. This card tells you that the course of your life needs to be clarified through vision. It is now time to ask for assistance from the allies and ancestors so that your choices will be reinforced with their wisdom and assistance. Seeking your own personal answers is keynote. Trusting those feelings and following them with action is the way to find the truth. To accomplish this, you must realize confusion, or release, I'm sorry, to accomplish this, you must release confusion and doubt. Then proceed by allowing the truth to emerge. Remember, in seeking, you are also asking for answers. Be willing to accept and recognize the truth when it comes to you. Recognition and acceptance always precede inner knowing. So yeah, there was a lot of hard, jaggedy pills I had to swallow and accept about my life. And, you know, how much it had gone to shit. Even though I was trying like hell to, you know, climb up out of the shit. Having a breakthrough, right? So, evidently I broke through and my vision quest has been successful. Thank God. The second card represents the Tipi door, which is the present door. This door represents the lessons we are learning in the present moment. So, stone people. Records and knowing. Revealed. So 39. All right. Record holders of the earth, will you please explain the history that gave us birth, the truth you do contain? Like your cousins of the seas, the shells that let us hear. Sacred whispers are the key to the history you hold dear. Stone people, we will hear you. Teach us the ancient ways, so we may build a future based on prayer and praise. So the stone people are the record holders for the Earth Mother. Oh, there's a little bird talking to me. Hello. Above my head. So, in all cases, Stone People card asks you to open your mind because new understanding is coming your way. This knowledge is based on Earth records and may change the way in which you view your life. These ancient friends are the oldest children of the earth and only ask us to stop and listen. Well, I've learned to stop and listen, because if you're not listening, you don't hear shit. If you can't shut your mind off long enough, you're really not going to see or hear anything or feel anything. Your brain's just going too fast. So I've had lots of moments like that in my life, especially when I was in the major throes of my addictions and mental illness. And, you know, worried about the judgment of others. Okay, so that was the door that represents the lesson I'm learning now. So records and knowing revealed. The third card is the future that lives on the other side of the present moment. So the future will be supported. So whirling rainbow, unity, wholeness achieved. Oh, here comes a monarch butterfly. So, it's the future that lives on the other side of the present moment. The future is totally dependent on our living the present so that the future will be supported. So if I can live in the now, and now is all I have, then I am guaranteed that my unity and wholeness will be achieved. That is my future, to stay in unity and in union within my sacred being. That's my goal. So 18 is about the whirling rainbow woman. So when the whirling rainbow woman of the Navajo and Hopi brings the cleansing and regenerative rains to the Earth Mother, her children are also cleansed and healed. When the rainbow of peace from the Seneca encircles each person's sacred space, all will walk in truth, respecting the sacred space of others, and the harmony of living on Earth will be restored. These knowing systems are the teachings of the warriors of the rainbow, who are sisters and brothers uniting the fifth world of working for peace. So basically, it's saying A true worthy opponent will present lessons to make you grow beyond any high drama and into a sense of unity with the self. Other petty tyrants are not worthy of your attention or your energy. You need not take on the issues of others when the discord is due to their lack of unity within themselves. Encircle any discord with the whirling rainbow of peace and consider the unity you have with great mystery when you keep your eye on the goal and your feet on the sacred path of beauty. Remember that any challenges to unity are equal to your ability to overcome them. And I feel like Great Mystery and Great Spirit are giving me the strength to continue walking the sacred path so that my future will be supported and I can achieve unity and wholeness on a daily basis. You know, if that's what my goal is. So the fourth card is the Lodge Pole card, which is the structure that holds the canvas or hides of the teepee in place. This card expresses the structure needed to sustain your present activities. So, shawl, returning home. And you can see it's like a waterfall and the rainbow. So every day I feel that in order to sustain my present activities and unity within myself, I have to return home to Great Mystery through connecting to Earth Mother and let her drape the shawl of the comfort of Earth and nature and place that around my shoulders. Otherwise, sometimes I just get so discouraged, I just feel like I'm not going to make it. Even though I howled snowing doesn't mean that I don't want to give up, you know, some days. Earth Mother welcomes her children home when they've lost their way. The trail was lonely and so long. She whispers for them to stay. Within the protection of the shawl, where love abides again, their hearts may open to recall all relations as their friends. Many people across the world have heard that saying home is where the heart is. Well, my heart is where my home is. The home of any gypsy, nomad, or wanderer lives inside the hearts of those loved ones who represent security and nurturing, no matter where that traveler may be. This sense of loss was devastating when the Native Americans were forced to walk the Trail of Tears and leave the areas where they had been the guardians of the land for centuries. The living teachings which bound them together were the spirit of the people. Each tribe knew that a home could be created in another place because along as the teachings lived, the spirit of the people would live. If the shawl has fallen across your shoulders, you're being invited to return home. If you've forgotten yourself recently, it is now time to remember your essence and potential. If you have walked a crooked trail by falsely judging others, it is now time to come home to the loving heart and see the value in all paths and chosen lessons. You may be coming home to the magic that you once believed in, or to a new sense of well-being. But in every case, you're returning to a temporarily forgotten state of being. In every life, there is a need to return to simplicity of happiness. If you have forgotten how to find simple truths that once supported your inner joy, it is time to return home. Wearing the shawl is coming home to the arms of the Earth Mother and being loved. The responsibility of taking the shawl is being loving to others who have forgotten the sacred path or the way home. So, I feel that that is true. I've tried to be the shawl to others on the sacred path, you know, because I know what it feels like, and I know how lonely it is. So, that was, you know, I have to return home to Earth Mother every day and allow her to drape the shawl over my shoulders and know that that's where I belong, is in nature, and Mother Nature nurtures me. And I'm fed through the Earth Mother. I know that. The fifth card is the Lodge Medicine card. Each teepee has symbols of protection painted on the hide covering. that represent the dweller's personal medicine. This card denotes the medicine that will assist you and the strength you can call on. So powwow, sharing my quickening. So this is number 25. I'm sharing how I've gotten through what I've gotten through the joy and the pain, and I've been sharing my quickening with many, many people and telling my truth. Is much as I didn't want to see some of the truths within myself and some of the past that I had taken along the crooked trail, that's where my life had gone, and trying to, crawl back up onto the sacred path is hard sometimes. So this card denotes the medicine that assists me and the strength I can call on. So calling on the powwow and sharing my quickening in order to focus on something positive and, share a message of hope and peace. Gathering teepees, new friends and old, trading stories told and retold. A blanket for a basket, a horse as a prize. Foot races and sun dances till night, till sunrise. Exchanging the goodness that each member brings, allowing the heartstrings of our nation to sing. Each year when the richness of summer moved across the earth mother and Old Man Winter was just a memory, most bands and tribes of each nation gathered for what has become known as a powwow. This time of gathering was a quickening for the people. As growth of a child in the womb feeds its mother's heart with joy, these gatherings produced a quickening of talents that fed the people. The talking drums have signaled a powwow. You are being put on notice to gather together with others of like mind, exchange ideas. The quickening of some aspect of your life will be aided if you use a support system and see what type of support you can call upon from others. The powwow card is marking a time of calling in your markers. You may need assistance or just a friend to be a sounding board. Your focus will become clearer and you may receive the boost you need just from an encouraging word or two. The quickening is inside of you and speaks of a time just preceding birth. Whatever you are giving birth to at this time can be assisted by gathering your friends around you for the needed support. So I'm sharing my quickening, calling in my friends for the needed support, because sometimes I need support too, as much as I hate to admit it. So I'm strong, but every person has their day or moment when they aren't feeling so strong. The sixth card is the smoke flap card, which represents the hole at the top of the teepee where the hearth fires smoke leaves and returns to Father Sky. This card symbolizes the needs met and the prayers being answered in this situation. So, ritual of joy, hour of power. So I've come out here today for my hour of power. It symbolizes the needs met and prayers being answered. When I enjoy my ritual of joy, I don't feel as heart wounded by some of the hard bumps I have taken along my journey, and then I realize that I'm not alone. A lot of people have some broken hearts and are grieving, whether you're grieving the person that you used to be, the life that you used to have, it doesn't really matter, or, a loved one. It doesn't really matter. Grief is grief. So if I can come out here, connect to Earth Mother, and get that hour of power and have a ritual of joy. I don't know if I'm exploding with joy today. I'm not really feeling it. But, it's still the truth. Every person has their hour of power. So it symbolizes the prayers being answered in this situation. Oh, sacred hour that reconnects my spirit with the whole. Mother Earth will fill me up through my heart and soul. I will sing my spirit song. I will be at one. I will share my energy like earth, moon, and sun. So all human beings have their own internal timing. Once again, we need to look at the significance of power. When you feel powerful, you might feel happy, courageous, bold, ready to meet life, full of vitality, able to use your talents, connected to all life forms, and or balanced in who and what you are. These are all aspects of wholeness. The power that lives as truth is no more than our acknowledgement and proper use of all aspects of ourselves. The hour of power is a ritual of joy. It's a time of the day when each individual is filled with the essence of aliveness, pure connection to all creation. So, no matter what your present situation, you are being asked to do what gives your heart the greatest joy. Drop any activity that is taxing and focus on connecting to the earth and being fed with the energy that you need to maintain happiness. This card signals the zero rest balance point that will keep you from becoming out of harmony if you realign your body, mind, and spirit by doing something that gives you joy. This little happiness break is what will keep you from breaking apart if you are stressed out. Life force is available to you in this moment. Be reminded not to leak this precious mana on regret or indecision. The keynote here is celebrating life. Find the blessings that give you joy. Discover your hour of power and feed the talents that allow you to develop to your greatest potential. So, I kind of blew my gasket a little bit on my friend before because I had to be selfish and they had things that they wanted to do or needed to do, and I needed to get right with myself and in my internal being. I was feeling, shaky about what's going on in my life right now. I cannot go face the external world and deal with somebody else's stressful issues and my stressful issues that I have going on in my life without taking care of myself first. So I had to make it very clear to that person, this is what I need to do for me. I'm going to be selfish. I have to go out in nature. I have to connect with Earth Mother. And then I can help you, because I can't even help my gosh darn self if I am feeling all bad, about where am I going to sleep tonight? And, who really gives a shit? Who's going to let me stay at their place tonight? Or am I going to have to sleep outdoors? Or, that's what's going through my mind. And as much as I don't want to freak out about it, I'm freaking out about it, and they're freaking out about it. But that's not going to help me. So I got to get away from that person, and I have to re-ground myself, or I'm going to lose my shit. And I know that. And I ain't doing that. And I already feel emotional enough, like I could cry in any minute. I'm not doing that. I'm not allowing other people's stress to, get me all freaking crazy. That's their shit to handle, not mine. I gotta let them have self-reliance as well. I'm gonna go take care of me. Melissa's going to the library to do her video, so she doesn't lose her freaking mind. That's the responsible thing for me to do today. So, that's what I'm doing. And I'm trying to receive my hour of power from Mother Nature, or I ain't got no power to give, and I ain't gonna have no joy to give, and I'm just gonna be a crabby bitch all day, and then who the fuck wants to be around that? Pardon me, I said fuck. I don't even want to be around myself when I'm like that. I don't know if all of you can relate, but I hope that you maybe get out in nature or listen to some happy music or something, because woo-wee, everybody's losing their shit out here in the world. From where I stand, everybody's got issues. I just try not to contribute to the insanity. So here I am, trying to, have a ritual of joy, feeling the wind in my face. It's a beautiful morning. I'm getting to share this message with you, and I'm focusing on something positive in my life rather than focusing on my homelessness and all the crappy shit that maybe I may be experiencing. There's some few good things going on there too, you know? And so I keep my eye on the good things and try not to focus on other people's behaviors or trying to fix what's going on in their life, because I can't do that. That's God's great mysteries job and their ordeal, not mine. I can help to what I can help with, and then I have to help me. So I'm being selfish, and I'm okay with that today. Maybe it came out the wrong way or kind of growly, but that's me, Miss Bossy Pants sometimes. Get my point across. I don't like that behavior about myself sometimes, but when I'm stressed, I tend to yeah. So on to the next. So anyway, the 7th card is a loose tie card, where the second smoke flap rope may have come done and is loose, blowing in the wind. If the smoke flap is not secured, snow, rain, and wind might come into your lodge. So the 7th card represents the unexpected challenge in this situation. So that's the viewpoints and options, the talking stick. When I get in the mood like I was in this morning, my flaps probably flapping all over hell, and I'm not seeing any viewpoints and options because I'm too busy, worrying about my fucking problems until I can get out in nature and read this book and do these cards and redirect my focus. I'm getting better at it. I've had enough pain to realize, I don't want to go inflict myself on others. I either remove myself from the source of irritations, or I become the irritator or the irritant, because I get irritated and then I just irritate the shit out of everybody around me. And I want to do that. Talking stick remind me of each sacred point of view, complete within the circle of the sacred hoop. So basically, I'm trying to honor everyone's sacred point of view of every creature. The lessons that we learn in each spoke bring us closer to the wholeness and harmony. Disdain for those who have not learned these lessons will not serve in bringing harmony. So getting pissed off and angry at everybody else and taking it out on them isn't going to serve bringing harmony to my life or within my internal being, because I am feeling not harmonious within. So, usually so within is